Hi, my name's John, and I'm just here to give a little FYI on the natural horse healing salve. I use it on some of my horses have problems, and I use it on their scrapes and bruises. And the other day I got sunburned really bad out fishing, and I came home and I put aloe vera on it, and that didn't work. It still kind of was hurting, and then I thought, well, why don't I try some of this? And I put this on, and it goes on really nice and smooth. I put it on, and I put mine in the refrigerator for a little bit so it gels up. So it's kind of like a butter. Looks like butter when it's gelled up. And just a little bit goes a long way, like that much. And it'll melt right in your fingers. And I just rubbed it on my burn, and within probably 3 or 4 minutes, the soothing of the oil had made the pain go away. The sunburn felt much better than it did with some of the other sunburn lotion creams. So that's what it looks like when it's gelled. When it's not gelled, you can use it in either application. It looks like honey, thin honey, when it's ungelled. And I get the same effect. You get the same effect. You get a little bit more. I just dip my fingers in and I can rub it on my back. And it goes a long way, but it has a pleasant aroma or a scent to it. So I highly recommend this to the horse and the person, whoever wants to.
What do you like about it on the horses?
I like that it stays. Like if you have a horse that has a big bruise on its leg or kind of a big scrape, and when you put it on there, lots of other creams, when you put it on there, it has a tendency to run off or slide off. When you put this on, it stays right on the wound itself. And the horses don't seem to mind when you apply it. They kind of like it. When I put the stuff on, the cream on the horses, or on the dogs and on myself, it works fast. That's one of the best things that I like about it. You have to reapply it several times, but it works slick. It goes fast when you apply it. I know, even though I just put some on now, I can feel it working, and it's working really good.
So what does it feel like?
It makes everything feel nice and cool, and more like I wouldn't say numbish, but it keeps the pain, and it takes the sting away from the sunburn, which is really neat. Gives you like that, like nothing happened before. And like I said, a little bit goes a long way. Even though I got some on my shoulder, you can spread it out, and probably do all my whole back and my shoulders with just that little bit that I put on my shoulder. This is a liquid form at 76 degrees. And if you put it in the refrigerator or in the freezer, within 10 minutes it'll turn into the buttery system, which is I like when I put on my sunburns. The liquid form seems to work much better when you're applying it to the horse. You can dip it put it on a pad, and rub it onto the horse, on the wound or whatever, and you can get it all over, and it seems to, like I said before, a little bit goes a long way in the liquid form. So even if you get too much, you can just rub it and keep rubbing it in, and it stays in that one spot. Its melting point is at 76 degrees. So it doesn't take very long when you apply it out of a frozen or out of a cool container. It doesn't take very long for it to melt. It's melting now in my hands. I can feel it starting to gel out. They're both good products. I mean, it's the same product. but either application works really well. If you have any doubts in your mind, you need to try this for yourself. You can go to naturalhorsehealer.com and it'll be listed, and then they have different sizes available, but it's worth trying out. And sometimes the company gives away free samples. So I've had horses for over 20 years, and we've used all sorts of different applications and products and paste and salves and stuff. By far, the natural horse healing formula is by far the ticket to go with. It's the winning ticket. I won't ever use anything else again other than this stuff.